Hey, what's up? It's Jim, and I just got back from the new film, The Hunger Games. A girl named Katniss Everdeen, who's played by Jennifer Lawrence, and she has been selected to take place in the annual Hunger Games where a boy and a girl from each district, because this is in the future sometime, where you get 24 kids together in this certain area, and then they all kill each other, and whoever is the last one standing is the winner. With the Hunger Games, I really didn't know much other than like who was in it, who directed it. I didn't really know what this whole thing was about. I don't necessarily understand the hype. So it was kind of cool seeing a movie not knowing very much at all of what to expect. And I enjoyed coming into this like fresh, very green to this whole experience. I don't know if I really get the fandom of it. I definitely really enjoyed it. The director, Gary Ross, who also directed Pleasantville and Seabiscuit, and this is his first movie in 9 years. He was such an odd choice for this kind of movie. He did an interesting job. I don't think this is really a director's movie, more of a book adaptation. Some of the action in it I really liked and thought was directed well. A lot of it I wasn't crazy about the direction. At the beginning, right when the Hunger Games started, I thought the way the camera moved, that was like excellent, because it is very jarring and it's kind of incoherent what's going on because there's just so much going on. Really made me feel like, I was really there, because there's all this chaos and the camera's moving. You're not sure who in fact is getting killed or anything. It just like, it seems just really chaotic and overwhelming. And I thought it conveyed that really, really well. But then other times I felt that they kind of overdid it with the shaky cam. I wish maybe they didn't do it as much, maybe calmed it down, shoot it more like a traditional action movie rather than, a movie that's made in 2012. I did like the action, and I just wish maybe it'd been directed a little better. It feels very much like studio controlled committee filmmaking working in a good way. And normally I don't like committee filmmaking, and I think most of the time it doesn't work, but I think in this case it did work overall. And I got really engrossed and engaged in this movie, and there are a lot of, especially like when the Hunger Games are going on, there's all these like really intense moments. And for a film that at the beginning I wasn't so sure about it, because it really throws you in there. If you look at like the first Harry Potter, they're really nice about it. Like, here are the rules, here's what's going on, this is Hogwarts. And in this movie, they're really not as interested in, they're not spending a whole lot of time setting up the world. It's just kind of like you're really kind of in it, and it's going, and eventually like you kind of get used to it. And part of me does like that. Part of me thinks, well, maybe there should have been more setup, but the movie flowed so well. I don't know if you really want to mess up that flow, just to set things up just a little more. I mean, the costumes and the special effects I don't think are very timeless at all. I thought the special effects were pretty weak. All the fire stuff, I kind of wish they'd done maybe a better job, because it just looked like CG fire to me. I don't think this is an incredible example of a big event studio picture, the way we all like these kind of films to be, but I think this is a decent one. Maybe the problem is just me. I'm just not as attached to this world yet. I'll probably see the sequel when that's a big deal. I would much rather see a sequel to this than Twilight. I think this is a much better movie than any of the Twilight movies are. I saw it with my sister. My sister's so into it. She's read all the books, and she had a braid just like Katniss and everything. And it's just like, I'm not there. I definitely liked it. I definitely enjoyed it. I don't really get the fandom of it yet, but maybe the second movie will totally change my mind. So if you have seen The Hunger Games and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments, and subscribe if you would like to. Also, I don't know if you knew this, but Steven Soderbergh actually did second unit on this movie. I think he asked them, and then they let him. But, crazy stuff.